I'm so excited to do this tag. I actually just watched it yesterday on someone's channel, and I just had to do it today because I just got really excited, and I haven't gotten excited about a tag in like a really long time. One of my favorite beauty gurus, I just love her and her channel. It's Alyssa R. Hood. I'll link her channel down below. She did this video yesterday and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to do this video. Thank you, girl, for inspiring this video, and I really enjoyed yours. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, it's the first time, my first time tag. Actually, the question that you'd think that you'd get in this tag isn't in the question. So thank goodness, huh? First YouTube video. Wow, it's not even on my channel because my channel has been deleted twice. But I remember it was a fast forwarded video. I had my camera like propped up in my bathroom like cabinet, medicine cabinet, and like it was horrible lighting, and I put like a Britney Spears song on because you could do it back then. It was like in 2007 and I was very proud of it. First person subscribed to on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I don't remember, but I will give you a couple of possibilities. It could have been Ask Me Makeup, Fafina X3, Encore Makeup. It could have been, who else? Makeup Square, like all the oldies but still goodies, right? Yeah, it was one of them, I'm pretty sure. First Facebook profile pic. Okay, let me just say that this was during my emo days. That's the only explanation I have. Yeah. Do you still talk to your first love? No. I clearly remember us saying really bad things to each other at the end of the relationship, and mostly me. Your first alcoholic drink. Oh my gosh, okay. So I was always really scared of alcohol when I was a kid, even as a teenager. Like I didn't want to drink it because I'm like, it kills your brain cells, man. And I was like, my liver and all this stuff. So it wasn't until I was 20, I was going to be 21 in a couple months, I had my first alcoholic drink. It was like a Mountain Dew with like UV blue or something. Yeah, it was Mountain Dew and UV blue and it was delicious, and I got drunk off of like 2 glasses. I no longer drink, really. I have like something once in a while, but I stopped drinking for about 7 months. Excuse me. And if you want me to make a video on that little process, let me know. What was your first job? My first job, I was 16 years old. It paid really well. I worked at the Charlotte Park District. I was a summer camp rec leader, and I was in charge of 37-year-olds. Yes, 37-year-olds. And I absolutely hated it the first summer. I have all the misbehaved boys in my group. One boy in particular, Billy. Like I remember he like peed on like trees in the park. He drew penises with chalk on the sidewalks. What was your first car? Oh, my little baby, it was my Honda Civic. It was my uncle's car. My mother bought it for me, and it had a huge dent on the passenger side. I was on my way to school. I was getting out, and I had to back up in again to straighten myself out, and I hit my garage wall really hard, and then I like went forward and pulled my bumper completely off, and then since then I had to have like this huge ugly beige belt thing around my bumper because it was holding it up and it was a little embarrassing. Who was the first person to text you today? My best friend Janet. She sent me a text saying something. I'm pretty sure it was personal. Who was your first grade teacher? But I remember my first grade math teacher. She was this old mean lady and she was so like strict on us, and every time I would go in, we would line up to go to math class, my stomach would hurt so bad and I was always like confused. I didn't know what to do, and like I was always scared to ask for help because she was so mean and harsh. And oh my gosh, I will never forget her. After I forgot her name, but I will never. She's probably dead by now. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? Mexico. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? My first best friend, I would probably have to say it was Paisley. We were in 6th grade and she was just so nice and funny and nerdy like me. So we were like the perfect match. Do I still talk to her? We were Facebook friends, but we've never hung out since like 8th grade. We haven't hung out since then, but she is like I have some of my fondest memories with her. So yeah. Where was your first sleepover? Oh my gosh, my first sleepover was the worst sleepover of my life. I think I was in like 4th grade or 3rd grade, I'm not sure, and I wasn't very popular back then. I was like the nerdy shy girl that probably like smelled like soup or something. I remember I was really shocked when they invited me because it was all the popular girls. They invited me and I was like, what? And I was like, okay. I don't know why I went. Why did I feel comfortable? Oh, I felt comfortable enough to go because one of my closest friends was going. Okay, that's why I went. And it was just not good. They left me out of everything. They didn't wake me up in the morning for pancakes. They told a really scary story and I started crying. They talked about me when they thought I was sleeping. I didn't find out till after, like maybe months after that. The only reason I got invited was because the girl's mother said that she had to invite me to not leave me out because she was inviting almost all the girls in the entire class. So that's the only reason. But it was not a good sleepover. What was the first thing you did this morning? The very first thing I did this morning was check my text messages. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. What was the first concert you ever went to? My first concert was an NSYNC concert. It was the best ever. It was so great. I went with my sister and one of our closest friends. I screamed my lungs out. And I remember I had a glow stick and it had said like NSYNC. I had saved it but I lost it, but it had said NSYNC on it, and I was whipping it around because I was so excited, and I kept whipping this lady in the head, unknowingly whipping her in the head. So we made this huge poster and it said like NSYNC down, like NSYNC on the side, and then we put like different little sayings for each of the guys and we like decorated it, and hopefully they got it. I had turned around and asked this lady's daughter or where she got her backstage pass necklace from, and her mother was talking to me, and her mother had a mint in her mouth and she spit her mint out on accident on my hand, and there was like a pool of spit with like a little mint on my hand, and I was just like and the lady was like, I'm sorry, and I was just like, ah. First broken bone. Never ever ever, thank God, really thank you God for that never happening to me so far in my life, and hopefully it never does happen to me. First piercing, my ears. So I got my ears pierced once, they closed up. I got my ear pierced a second time, and then I remember with the piercing I like tightened the back of it. I tightened it a little too tight and it started to sink down into the hole in my earlobe. It sank all the way in. It got so puffy. You couldn't even see the earring anymore. You could only see the back of it. And my mom had to push that sucker out. I remember being on my grandma's kitchen table screaming, and my mom was like pushing it out, and I was like, oh my god, why? And for a long time I didn't get my ears pierced because I was so traumatized. First movie you remember seeing? Lady and the Tramp. I used to I remember always being like favoring that movie, but I never knew why. Like I always had like fond like memories of it, and like just very vivid memories of watching it. But I just recently found out is that I used to put that movie on every single day. Every single day I would make my mom put the tape in and I would watch it. When was your first detention? Let me tell you, I've always been a good girl until high school, when I thought it was cool to get detention. We had to pay like $5 every time. It was on a Saturday. It was just not fun. Who was your first roommate? My sister? If you had one wish, what would it be? If I had one wish, what would it be? I would wish that my sister would stop stealing my socks. What was the first sport that you were involved in? Is makeup considered a sport at all? Painting my nails, a little sport. Actually, for one summer I was really into basketball, and I really wanted to be on the basketball team, but I didn't do it for one shallow reason, and the reason was whenever I played basketball, I would get really worked up and sweat and stuff, and my face would turn bright pink. And that was just embarrassing to me then. Like now I don't care. But back then when I was 14, 15, it was just so embarrassing I couldn't even join the basketball team. What is the first thing you do when you get home? And I take out my contacts, because my contacts get so dry after a while. They're so uncomfortable, and I just have to like, I want to like gouge my eyes out. No, that would be more painful, but you know what I'm saying. And then I remove my makeup. When was your first kiss? Okay, so I don't want to share it, but I have to. Okay, so when I was a little girl, we had a neighbor who had a son, a chubby blonde-haired kid with black rimmed bifocals, and he was a little slow, like seriously a little mentally handicapped. I don't even know who initiated it. It probably was him. I don't know. I remember he had really big lips and like so much saliva. Oh, guys, let's not think of that again. Promise. I promise myself. After today, my brain is going to try to repress that memory again, because I had totally forgotten about that. And now I'm remembering and reliving it again. Great. So now I'm supposed to tag people, but honestly, the only person that I can think of tagging right now is my sister, Miss GB Jackie, just because my brain is all blue wonky right now. So if you want to do this video, go right ahead and do it. Who's stopping you? Not me. I say go for it. If you want to post it as a video response so I can see it, that'd be awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was like so TMI and personal. It was just wow. Oh, especially that last one. It's just like, what? Once again, check out Alyssa's channel down below. You'll love her. I love her videos. I love how calm she is in them and how soothing they are. And she just tries so many products, and she always does like favorites and stuff. And I love her videos so much. Like, she's one of my favorites. So go ahead and check her out, please. And I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And have a great day. Bye.